let's go ahead and review your study guide. So let's first take a look at this first section here. If we're adding or subtracting integers with the same sign, remember, same sign are said. So we add is our little acronym we were using, which means you could think -4 and -6. I'm going to ignore those signs and add. And I always keep the sign. And the same here. -4 minus 6 is -10. So for the rule, you could say same signs, right? We add and keep the sign. Different signs. By different signs here, if you circle a little symbol in the front, see those are different. So different signs, let's write that down here. For different signs, we subtract, right? I think act and subtract, and then we keep the sign of the bigger number. So for example, I would just ignore those signs. 6 minus 4 is 2, and it's going to be a positive 2. Oh, I wrote 4 in there. It's going to be 2, and it's going to be a positive 2 because the 6 is larger. My next one here, notice there's always an imaginary plus there. So these are opposite signs. So again, I'm just going to subtract. 6 minus 4 is 2, but this time it's a -2 since the 6 is larger. If those rules are confusing and you want to think about your number line strategy, that's totally fine. That's just there to help you. Okay, our next little rule that we have, when we're subtracting a negative, you're really adding. So for example, 7 minus -4, remember these come together and we would get 11. Let's try a few more here. -12 plus 7. I have opposite signs, so I'm going to subtract. 12 minus 7 gives me 5. And my 12 is larger, so it's a -5. If you don't like that rule and you want to think about, let me erase those there, and you just want to think of it in terms of a number line, that's totally fine. You could think -12, I'm moving 7 spaces in the positive direction. So if I went 6 spaces, I would get to -6. And one more would get me to -5. So you could think either way works. My next one, -10 and -7. I like to put a parentheses around this so I can see I'm combining my debt. We get -17. Here, -6 minus 12. Same sign, add those two together and keep your sign. -18. Here, I have 2 signs in the middle. And remember here, I'm going to rewrite it because the negative always wins. When I subtract here, I get 22. My next one, -45 plus 9. Opposite signs, so I'm going to subtract, and I would get 36. But since my negative is larger, it's negative 36. And you could also think you're $45 in debt. After you've earned 9, you're still in debt. Here, I'm subtracting a negative, so we're going to make that into a positive. 38 plus 5 would give me 43. Let's check the second page now. Okay, so remember here we're evaluating our expressions, so we're just plugging them in. So if C is negative 10, I'm first going to rewrite it. It's plus a negative 10. Remember, when those two signs are there, it's easier if we rewrite it like this. If I have 7 minus 10, I'm going in debt $3. So you should have negative 3 there. My next one here, if A is negative 4, I'm going to rewrite it, negative 4 plus negative 8. I like to put that parentheses around it to make it easier. And this would give me negative 12 here. Let's try our next one. My C is negative 10, so negative 10 plus negative 6. This is just like the last one. That equals negative 16 here. Okay, let's try my next one. A is negative 4, and there was a subtraction there, minus 9. Okay, make sure you've written that carefully. When we have negative 4 minus 9, I have the same sign. So I'm going to add, and I keep my sign, negative 13. Let's check my next one. I have negative 15 plus 9. Here I have opposite signs. So when I subtract here, right, I'm going to do 15 minus 9, so I would get 6. And remember, that's a negative 6. You were $15 in debt. You earned 9 back, so you're still in debt $6. My next one here, I'm going to plug in my A of my negative 4. Negative 4 minus negative 7. Notice it's much easier if you rewrite these. When you're on your test, you must use your scrap paper. So I'm going to turn this into a plus. Negative 4 plus 7 is going to give me a positive 3. Let's take a look here at our submarine's elevation. If we're looking at this question here, the submarine's elevation is negative 14 feet below sea level, right? And the shark is swimming 56 feet below sea level. I'm trying to find the difference in elevation between the submarine and the shark. So let's draw a little picture. Our boat, right? This is my boat here, not very good. There, that's a little bit better. Looks like a sailboat, but it's okay. Negative 14 feet below versus my shark here is negative 56 feet below. So I need to figure out how many feet are in between here. So if we're finding the difference, we can just subtract 56 minus 14, and we get 42 feet. There would be 42 feet here in between the two. Now, and we could label this for feet. My second question here says, how many degrees did the temperature increase in city A from day 1 to day 2? So again, I'm looking at city A, and I'm going to draw myself a little thermometer. If I have here negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. If I'm starting here at -5, it's going to increase by 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees. So see how a picture can help you. A 4 degrees increase in temperature. Thanks for watching.